There it is. So, welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
Today, I got nothing for you. Today, we got a bottle, we got minimal writing, we got bourbon.
Nothing on the bottle.
You know what? It literally, what little research I did, it kept saying red label, red label. It does say red label on the bottom. This is S.S.Pierce, red label, 1.75 milliliter, $19.99 for the handle. Other than that,
4 year.
That's
about it.
It's a 4 year, 80 proof, $19.99. I'm assuming it's sourced because it says it comes out of. When I googled it, it said it was out of Bourbon. And
Bully Boy didn't come out of something low, right? I know it was Mass, but
I don't remember. But
right behind you, first row.
Bully Boy, no, it's out of Massachusetts, but. This wasn't Boston. This wasn't Boston Distillery. This was their own. This is their own distillery, though.
Probably not even close.
No.
We're gonna see.
This one just says Boston. This one just.
This
says
is
Boston.
back into the plastic. We're trying to get everyone over.
Yeah. So I found this one the other day. $19.99 for a handle. I may have drank it in my days. No idea what it tastes like though. So we figured we'd give it a try. $19.99 for a 1.75 liter. You're really not gonna get much cheaper than that either. Color-wise, spillability-wise, it shouldn't have spilled it there, but color-wise, it's not bad. But that means absolutely nothing.
No.
It does say 4 years right on the bottle, though. I'm going to spill it again.
Yeah, doing a heck of a job over there.
Well, you know, they put that little stopper in there. That's supposed to make it easier, but it's not making it easier for me. It's making it harder. All right. We'll put it into the nice.
You know what's
vinyl.
weird though? This is back to even a Kentucky Dale. You get that like cherry-esque right off the bat.
Cherry.
I'm thinking,
Really?
I
was going to try to postpone and let it sit in my glass for a minute. No?
We ain't got time for that. I'm getting
No,
cherry-esque.
you know what? Actually, you know,
I was actually
at
impressed.
that first glance, impressed at what? Sorry.
Kentucky Dale for the price and.
Yeah, you know what though? That one is made by Sazerac, which is, I believe, Buffalo Trace. So, you know, Kentucky Dale, even though it was 20% bourbon, they had some good bourbon supposedly.
Yeah,
while
this
it was
doesn't
in
even
there,
say a
but-
percentage. It just says
No, that
bourbon.
actually says straight, which is supposed to be 4 year.
It does say 4.
Yeah, I mean that actually says straight bourbon. So this says it's not a blend.
Nope.
I'm assuming it's sourced from someone.
It has to
because I don't know of any distillery in Somerville or Woburn, but I'm not really out that area very often anyways.
Neither one
But
of us have.
no one else has ever produced that I know of. You know what I mean? Unless it comes from what was that? What was the one that did the Sam Adams that we have? The Boston. This guy. Where's this one from?
I don't think it was. Well, Sam Adams was.
No. See, they collaborated with the.
But I think
this
that
is the Boston
Boston Distillery.
Boston Harbor Distillery.
Yeah.
Well, Somerville's out in that area though. You know what I mean? So maybe they
Everything's
source
not
it.
far once
Yeah,
you're
but
in the
maybe
city.
they source it from these guys.
Different color.
No. This is actual. This was actual the brew of Sam Adams.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure they make their
I
own.
actually haven't tried that in a while. How do you say that?
I haven't had it really. I tried it again one other time. I haven't had it since we did the review on it. I figured that was one of them. I don't want to just drink it down. Well, you know what? Because it's unique. If someone ever comes to the house and they want to try something different, who's ever had whiskey? Leave a comment down below. Have you ever had a whiskey that was made out of the mash for beer? You know what I mean? Like, that's totally unique to me. And we may never get another gem like that again. So, on the nose, sorry I've been babbling for 5 minutes, but it actually has a nice brown sugar, vanilla, caramel. I see where you get the hint of cherry. It does seem a little fruity on the top.
For quick, actually, you would think it's actually higher than 80 proof.
If they put it in a glass bottle, they could sell it for more. You know what I mean? Like that is not a bad whiskey.
That's what I.
Honestly,
It's not.
that is not a bad whiskey.
It's not as sweet as the last one we just had. names. Oh, Fighting Cock.
No, that was
really
a really good whiskey. I really like that one. I'm getting that same oatmeal, brown sugar and cinnamon oatmeal at the end. Like now it's sat in a cup for a minute.
Again.
$19.99
we're
for a
gonna
handle.
have a tough
This
time.
would be a
If we
grabber.
do the
Yeah.
battle of the under 25s or 20s, whatever we decide. This is third or fourth under 20.
Mm-hmm.
Or right at 20. It's really
Battle of
round.
the handle under 20. Yeah, no, honestly, I see not one bad
20,
thing.
25 is probably where you have to go. Because then you could keep early times and Ezra in there. Unless we do under 20. We have enough under 20 that we could do.
That's
the
what we
top
could
under
do
20.
that, and then we could do under
Top under
25
25.
after that. If they win, the winners can go against the 25s too, like a step up.
Yeah.
Just
We can try.
we're just looking for little games we can play with the ones we have. But honestly,
As long as they come back with something in them.
sometimes they evaporate on the ride. It's a long ride to the house and back. It can happen. Honestly, this, as much as this was part of the reason I wanted to do this to begin with, because my whole theory in it was, are they that much better? And are some of them better? Yes, they are. Decisively, we can say yes. But if you are in a fix for money, and this is not a bad taste in bourbon.
It's a pretty good flavor.
Really not a bad taste in bourbon.
No, it's not. It's and we keep
we
we will continue probably to keep throwing Gilbert under the bus, but pound for pound, flavor wise and nose wise, this is like
buy
smoke
7
wise.
of them. Oh yeah, that has
That's like very
little flavor and taste. But honestly,
honestly, I would get 8 of them before I get this.
Yeah, but no, that wasn't really good either.
I don't know.
And
I don't
was
even
like
know what that
$30.
was going. Yeah, I don't know. I
That
don't
was-
know what they were
that
going
was
for there.
21. That one was 21.
If
it was,
if they were going for moonshine effect,
they
there,
missed that too, though. I've had moonshine, and it was actually.
I think
decent.
I'd actually even drink Gilbert's like before that myself. This is actually for the money.
Oh, that would be one of my go-tos. You know what I mean? Like if I couldn't find 10 high because it was cheaper, I think this was one of the ones I used to grab because it used to be right next to it.
Whopping $2 more, I think.
Yeah. Well, now, but like I said, that used to be $14.99, and they went up to $15.99. It almost broke my heart. But then, like now, what is this? What did I say? $18.99, $19.99. So it's still sub $20 for a handle.
A good nose, brown sugar.
Yeah. So now, what is it? Was it Paul? Was it Paul that we did the Old Crow? Anyway, I forget his last name. I think it was Paul that actually asked. He hasn't commented back. But if you're still looking, Paul, this one would be a great alternative too, where he used to drink. If you haven't tried that, I would say
go with
give
this
it a try.
and or Kentucky Dale.
Because I thought
had
cut this.
Kentucky
What was
Dale.
Old Crow? It had to have been right around that same price. You brought that one back. Not as heavy as it used to be, but this is $21.99. So this is actually a couple bucks cheaper, and I bet it would compare. We'll have to put maybe we'll do 25 and under. We could add some of them for a handle.
Well,
it's a handle.
It is.
Because in that, the only difference is this: if you're actually going to do the math, you cut this in half for $7.50, then you're entering into Evan Williams bottle and bonds temperature. I mean, at time frame in money wise, because Evan Williams bottle and bond I think is only $15 for a $7.50. So if you cut this in half, it'd be a $7.50, and then that would be $10. Yeah, but you're bordering on that price range. You know what I mean? Now you're talking bang for your buck. You get the 100 proof, stuff like that. But if we're just going to do under sub 20 or sub 25 handle, I mean, it doesn't carry that proof flavor, the proof taste. Like
does bottle and bond does it have it? It does have a handle, but I don't think it's under 25.
No, it's probably more. Yeah, because the handle itself, the $7.50 for the bottle and bond, I want to say was $15.99 maybe. Yeah, $15.99. So. You're probably talking
30.
You're probably talking 30-ish for an actual handle of it. But I'm talking if you cut this in half for, you know, you
10.
Yeah, 10. 10. $9.99. What did we get? Benchmark. Benchmark was $9.99 when we got it. But then again, what was it over in Ireland? It was 30 euro for it, which I don't know what that equates to American dollars. But
thanks for watching.
yes,
Thanks for checking us out. Hit subscribe. Hit
more
like.
than I probably want to spend for Benchmark though. But although Benchmark wasn't bad either though.
No,
you know when you're looking for a cheap,
especially if it was like that.
Yeah.
If they could pull out an Irish whiskey for half of what we're getting them for, then obviously I would definitely go that route.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I have to assume that the Irish whiskey over in Ireland is a whole lot cheaper than because it doesn't have to be shipped.
We're saying that. But
I'm assuming
if you go to Maine and get a lobster, you're paying twice or 3 times more.
Not if you buy it off the boat.
That's not often.
But if you get it right off the boat, you can get them cheaper, and it depends because right now they're raising everything. Everything's crazy because there's the gas prices and all that crap. Yeah, trust me, that's all a gimmick. But although they did say
politics out,
they did. We are going to leave it out, but they did say that there was an article not that long ago that the tax for something. Remember I told you like the Irish whiskey coming over, we're supposed to get less tax I'm sure the stores aren't going to give us that price back. They're still just going to make more money on it. That's my assumption on that. But overall, I don't hate it. I actually like as a quick fix, like to have a pour a knob and then finish off the rest of the night drinking this all night.
You would notice the difference.
The initial,
but.
Not by the time you drink half the bottle.
Right. No, exactly. This would be after your first sip. You'd be like, all right, no.
Again, this is what I used to do. Grab a handle,
half the money.
This would have been one of my throw it on ice and guzzle it all night. Now this would have been a perfect example. How I ended up with 10 High. It was the cheapest bottle on the shelf at the time when I was doing it. That was my whole reasoning. If this was, it actually doesn't have a bad nose for being.
It doesn't have a bad taste.
No, I mean it really does give you that
caramel-esque little.
Although that nose literally went up my nose when I splashed it. Well, I went like this. I went whoop right up.
You swish it, you get a little tingle on your tongue.
I mean that's the difference. I mean you can't compare. The Wild Turkey or the Fighting Cock to this because it doesn't give you the same mouthfeel.
No, it's 8 proof.
It drinks right down, and it's nice and soft. But that being said, it drinks right down. It's nice and easy, and honestly, for the price, I think this is another big hit. Again, I don't.
And I think this is actually a little more readily available though than a couple of the others that we have. I mean, you said you've seen Old Crow all over the place.
At my store. And I actually saw this one at my store. But I don't know if I see it. I'm trying to think of the other one that you go on the other side here.
I don't think I've seen them.
Yep, I've seen it there.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
It might.
Hit or miss.
It may not because I don't see it at his other store.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe I've seen it over there.
And I don't know. But availability-wise, and I'm not 100% sure. It's certainly not unique. It's $19.99. It's a plastic bottle. So
you know what's funny? So since we've kind of been doing this, yes, the bigger ones, they still sell. Elijah Craig. But if you go down into the lower section, there's a lot of empty spaces, and when they get them, they're getting 6, 8 at a time,
and they're gone.
And then they're usually gone. So people are looking into the plastic handled. Okay, we'll have this one. We'll have we'll have a sip to start. And I'm gonna sip this one.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, even especially you watch any of the whiskey tubers that are out there that have been doing it for years. I mean, what they could get 5 years ago compared to what it cost. Again, I had someone drop off during COVID 3 years ago. Buffalo Trace and stuff. I've yet to see a Buffalo on a bottle since I've been looking for stuff. They're just not around us, and you can't just find basic Buffalo Trace that was. I believe $25 for a 750 milliliter. It wasn't expensive. And now I'm not going on a secondary market and paying crazy money. It's just not worth it to me. I mean, I remember it being decent, and I literally threw it in a mason jar with ice and guzzled it down like everything else I drank. Was it good? Sure. You know, am I going to pay $150 for it? No, because it'll eventually. And again, shame on us for spending that money. Not shame on me, but shame on all the other people that are paying secondary prices for something. Blanton's is a $60 bottle.
Because they can.
Blanton's is $60 and they sell it for hundreds. You know, so
we don't really have to right now.
No. Again, to me, you know, something.
Two simpletons down in the gutter. Well, I don't know. I say make the best of what you can do, and this is.
Yeah, I have no unicorn because it's all unicorns to me because I haven't drank 90% of them. You know what I mean? Honestly, like I literally grabbed plastic handles and that's all I drank.
It was funny
years.
too. I was at a pub Sunday actually, and the guy was all bent out of shape because for the third week in a row they didn't have doers. He's like, "Why don't you have doers?" He's like, "Well, I got Glenfiddich. I can give you that for the same price." He's like, "I just want doers." So, you know, it's what people would like.
Funny, out of all the scotches, that's it's a cheaper end of the scotch, and it's just one I've never drank.
And I know Glenfiddich is up there.
It's a better one, but I believe.
Better, but you know, if you're accustomed to a taste and that's what you like, it's a big change. And we know from that whole, it gets rougher and rougher sometimes.
No way.
So it was funny. I mean, sit and observe, and he's like, "Why can you not get it?" He's like, "The truck isn't coming in."
Yeah. See, and when it came to scotch, I always drank. Actually, Amber House was my go-to. That was my go-to. And that's why when I saw this one, I'm like, I think this was one of the ones like, oh, there's no 10 high, sub 20, I'll grab it. I think this was one I would grab, but again, you don't always see it. 10 high is pretty regular around us. I don't know where it is around everyone, but it's pretty regular. It is very few times you go to the store and there's not a handful.
No, because I was just throughout the Cape a couple weeks ago, and
and it was everywhere.
10 high was always there.
Yeah,
there was a section for Old Crow that was empty.
But again, 10 high got a bad. I don't know if my bottle says it. They got a bad rep.
The empty bottle.
I may go back and sample it every once in a while. It's very hot up here. It used to say it wasn't blended before, but I think they're actually, bourbon with natural flavors. So it doesn't actually say blended, but it says natural flavors. And I am not gonna lie, even on the nose, I say that. Sweet. I mean, that is so caramel-esque. I swear to God, they're putting caramel drops in that thing. Like, it is so.
Is there any ingredients? Oh, you can't see.
It just says natural flavors. That's it.
Ingredients.
Any ingredients?
Yeah.
It says, no, don't exercise with this stuff. It'll kill you. Let me see. No, it doesn't actually give them
this. Probably aren't strong enough for that.
They're not strong enough. My arms are just barely long enough to read it. No, don't operate machinery. That's all it says. It doesn't actually give you like the ingredients.
Don't have it if you're pregnant.
Yeah, right. There you go. Those are the two things. But honestly, again, a nice, soft, easy drinker, and I can see why when I first switched from Scotch, I was like, wow, that has a ton of flavor. But it was, to me, it almost screams artificial flavor now. Like this one, to me, like that's so sweet.
It is.
It's
so almost sweet. Like the maple one we did.
Yeah. Where it almost,
and even color-wise,
it almost tastes fake compared to.
You probably won't get that smell right now because it didn't dry up yet.
Okay, I'll have to do this then because I'm running out. But it
evaporates quick up here.
So hot up here. I don't know why you keep it this hot. Yeah, no, you know what? This really does give me that oatmeal-y at the end. It's giving me all the same aromas. I mean, don't get me wrong. This doesn't drink like a knob by any means. But for $19.99, this is not a bad bourbon. It is bourbon. It says bourbon on it. Straight bourbon, 4 years. I don't know where it's sourced from.
Doesn't even tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, there's very little information even when you Google it. I'm gonna put that there so I don't have to get back up. But, because he's laying on my foot. Now you drank, well, I know, in theory, the one that just came back.
Kentucky Dale.
I think this one, does it have more flavor?
I honestly want to say Kentucky Dale has
more.
Yeah. I don't know. That one impressed me. And for less money.
Well,
I just brought it back, and I'm like, you're not gonna met. It's pretty tasty for
you had it. I only had the sample when we did the thing.
Fault.
So no, I don't give a
it's
shit.
like 10 high. It evaporates.
No, it does. You can't jostle these around. Look at it. It's just going away. But they no, and I get it, and I'm not saying it for that, but I'm just saying.
No, I didn't.
It is. Then again, it was.
The only kicker with that is that's the only place I've seen that one.
I don't think I've ever seen. I am gonna search for that because that is dirt cheap.
And
I've never seen anything cheaper than that one.
I'd say it's a competitor or better. It's got more nose in this.
This one almost almost smells too sweet to me now. After this,
and actually, then like I said, I was doing that one with Henry McKenna, and Henry jumps on it. It's got a more nose and more flavor,
right?
But
almost twice the money too.
It's $7 more, $6 more, but not disappointed with it. And I keep looking to see if there's. I've been to 3 different liquor stores since I bought that, and I haven't seen it.
I will say this one though actually drinks like a whiskey.
No, it does.
You can actually like this one to me. As much as I always say that because this was $14.99 when I started drinking it years ago. But with that. It's so easy, so smooth, such an easy drinker. Like it just goes right down. This one still has a little bit of that drag on the way down. Just a little bit of like I'm drinking a whiskey. You know you're drinking a whiskey. Not any like, but for someone who's not a whiskey guy or girl, you'd be like, ooh, that has a little harshness, maybe an acetone. And where this is like, oh my goodness, candy in a bottle. You know, same like them, the Canadian and the other one, where you're having a whiskey, but it barely tells you you're drinking it. You know where, but other than
we
that,
did find a good mix though. If you wanted to sample the mix,
it's actually really good too. Overall,
not bad.
$19.99. I say give it a shot. You know, definitely if you're someone in this house, the both of us actually, we'll just put it out there where. You may tend to drink more than, you don't want to kill a bottle that's really expensive. So maybe do a nice pour of something you enjoy and then keep a handle of something that you can drink where,
not breaking a bank.
Where you're certainly not breaking a bank. It's sub $20 for a handle.
You'll get the friendly looks.
Well,
from your other half, but.
Not if you're single,
and then you save the money.
Yeah, there it is. You don't get any friendly looks. You just talk to the bottle. That's your friend. So, but
not recommending that.
Well, no. I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing anything.
Subscribe. Don't go on the talk to the bottle because that's not what we are presenting.
I once watched a movie where you talk to a
coconut?
A coconut and a volleyball, and it was a basketball.
That was a long ass movie.
I only watched a little of it. Trust me, I only remember.
He talked in a different thing forever.
I didn't watch the whole movie.
I did.
I actually never seen.
I've
never seen all of Forrest Gump.
I did.
That's been on like 1,000 times, and I've seen little bits and pieces. Enough to say I've seen the movie.
I can go through that one,
but I've just never seen it.
Yeah, you want to suck through a movie? Try Gandhi.
Oh, I never watched that one. Never did that one.
We won't do movie reviews.
No,
either,
this actually does bring a little bit of something when you're drinking it, though.
I like it.
It actually does. I agree. I don't remember Old Crow. Or
as much as I want to line them all up right now, we're not gonna.
No, we're not gonna. But I remember Old Crow having a little bit of happiness when you were drinking.
I was impressed. So Paul.
So I actually think I'll be interested to see if it goes up against it, like who fares where, because this actually has a decent nose and it has a decent flavor.
It does.
You're not, we're certainly not in a snobby land where we're like, oh, plastic bottle, this is terrible. If you didn't know, this is drinking like a. Actually, I got to be honest with some of the ones we have up there. This is drinking like a nicer bourbon than some of the other ones that we have, and like it's actually drinking decent. So, all right, for a short one that we didn't have a lot of information, we babbled long enough. So there you go.
Keep it short.
Yeah, okay. We were gonna. I'm like, this is gonna be a quick one. Don't worry about it. Here we go. So there it is.
Subscribe.
S.S.Pierce. Just sounds impressive. Red label. Kentucky Bourbon.
Okay, it sounds like a ship.
There it is. Out of Woburn, Mass. So, or Somerville, Mass, wherever it actually may be. But there you go. So that's it. Spend less, drink more. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers. I don't know.
I actually like it.
You